Hi, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at a whole Canvas workflow just as fast as possible to get you up and running with the least possible trouble. So we're here at Canvas. Notice that you have to be at the right URL. Canvas can be installed at many URLs. Make sure you're at the right one. Okay, so I'm on the free for teacher version at canvas.instructure.com. I've signed up for an account and I'm ready to log in. Okay, so when I log in, here's what I have. The first thing I'm going to do to get started is I'm going to create a course. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead I'm going to go to courses and all courses. Then I'm going to click the plus course. I'm going to do my course name. In this case, I'm going to do Calc 1. Okay, once the course is started, I need to do a couple of settings. Okay, so I'm going to go down to the bottom here on the left-hand side and click Settings. Okay, I can come back and choose an image for the course. That's fine. The course name is fine. Course code is fine. I'm going to leave the start times all the same. The most important thing is I'm going to come down to More Options and click More Options. I'm going to click Let Students Self-Enroll by sharing with them a secret URL or code, that checkbox right there. Once I do that, I'm going to go Update Course Details. Okay, so once that's done, I have my link. Okay, so this is the link I'm going to send to students. Either I can send them this enroll link, where basically they go to this link, they self-enroll from the link. They can also register, just go, okay, so in this case, if I go send them the enroll link, they're going to need an email to sign up. If I send them the register link, they can sign up without an email. Okay, so that's the main difference, right? So if they do it with an email, it's easier for them to recover their password. If they do it without an email, once they log in, they need to immediately, they already set a password, but then they need to set an email when they log in. Okay, so those are our settings. I'm going to go ahead and click Update Course Details just to be sure. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click over to Sections. Okay, so if I teach more than one period a day, I want to have period 1, period 2, right, like that. Okay, and basically what I can do then with these sections is that I can go over to People. If I click over to People, and what I can do is I can break up the class into sections. So this is going to help me grade because the fact that I can just click on any person, I have to do this manually per person. Edit sections, basically I search, okay? And I can basically assign students to classes, right? If I teach the same course multiple times a day, I can split them into classes and then I can view them by class in the gradebook and other places. Okay, let's go back to settings. All right, the next thing is navigation. So we're not going to use a lot of this stuff, okay? So the best thing to do is just to hide it from students. So I can do that by dragging it down. I'm going to just suggest that you basically drag everything below the line except modules. Except modules and home, and that's about it. So I'm going to drag everything down here, okay? Our plan basically is that students will interact with modules and nothing else, okay? All right, so we have home and modules available to students. That's what's up here. And I'm going to go ahead and click Save. Okay, apps and features we're going to ignore for now. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is create a home page. Okay, so we're going to go to Pages. We're going to create page. Welcome to Calc 1. Okay, then this would be my message, right? Message to students down here, or some other information. Announcements. Okay, and then I might have due dates, right? Okay, and this might be assignment. And assignment. Okay, so what we want is that when the students come in, they have a place that basically organizes the course in their mind, right? So we're gonna have them come in. This is the first page they'll see. There I can put due dates, anything I want the students to see right when they log in. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and click save. Oh, and we're gonna call this home. Sorry, I forgot to put a title. We're gonna click save and publish. Okay, so that home is the home page is published. Now we're going to go ahead and click this. We can click view all pages, or I can do it here, and I can use as front page. That's what I want to click. Okay, notice that it'll have this front page. If I go back and view all pages, my new home page will also be denoted as the front page. Okay, it's not the front page yet though, so let's go back to home. And basically there are a couple options that are only available from the home link here. Okay, and one of those is choose home page, so that's what we're going to click. Okay, and we're going to select pages, front page. Okay, right now that's home, just sort of the page I just made, and I'm going to go ahead and click save. All right, let's double check our work. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and look at the student view. So this is where I can look at the course as a student. So I'm clicking student view on the right. Okay, so this is exactly what a student would see when they log in. Welcome to Calc 1, welcome message, announcements, announcement 1, right? And then due dates, and then this is where I would list my assignments, as you'll see in a few minutes. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and leave student view. And we're going to go ahead and start making our assignments. Okay, so basically what we have here is that I'm going to basically create the content only in the modules, okay? You will need to use the quizzes area to create online assessments if you choose. Otherwise, you can just go ahead and use modules. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and create our first module. Modules are better than the assignments area because you can do a lot of stuff with modules, like you can force rules and they have to, students have to complete one assignment before another, one module before another. So basically you want to use modules, not assignments, okay? All right, so this one is going to be chapter 1. I'm going to add the module. Okay, and basically this is our assignment that we're using here. Let's see here. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and I'll show you that in just a second. So I'm going to go ahead and create my first assignment. So I'm going to click the plus sign. I'm going to click new assignment. And I'm going to call it chapter 1, section 1. Okay. And add item. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I've made my assignment and now I'm going to go in and edit it. Okay, here's the editing screen. I still have to click edit. Okay, so introduction. Okay, that's where I'm going to introduce the section. Okay, so that's my introduction. Then I'm going to go instructions. Okay, in my instructions, I want to go ahead and link to the PDF version of my textbook. Okay, now I don't suggest storing everything in a Canvas site. I suggest using Google Drive, but for this demonstration, we're going to do it as fast as possible, which means we're going to use Canvas. Okay, so we go to Files, We're going to go, first we're going to download our textbook. So I'm going to go find my textbook wherever that might be. You are probably okay, you should check with your district, but you're probably okay to post it because you're only allowing students to access the textbook. You may have to link directly to publisher's site, but you will have to figure that out. So I have my textbook here. I'm going to go ahead and download it, and we're going to save it. Okay, so the default save for Windows is in the Downloads folder, and go ahead and click Save. Alternatively, you don't even have to download it. You know, it's better to have your own copy of it, but if you're sure that the link is going to stay the same, you can go ahead and just copy the link, right? So let's open chapter 1, the textbook. Boy, I have a real problem with typing. Okay, and so if we wanted to just do a link from the website, the publisher's website, we highlight the text, click the link button, copy and paste the text, right? If we wanted to actually upload the file, we would basically download the file as I did. We'd click Upload New File, choose File. We'd go to the Downloads area on our computer, wherever it defaulted to download. We click Open, and then Upload. Alternatively, what we can do is say that I had Google Drive. We can, organize it correctly. So I have School, Calc 1, Chapter 1, and then basically I can just drag from my downloads, wherever the download is in the browser, and drop it. And we'll usually upload. There we go. So I can just upload it to Google Drive instead. If I'm using a Google Drive link, I can right-click, get shareable link, once it's on there. Just turn on link sharing, whoops, get shareable link. Link copy to clipboard. Okay, and notice on Canvas, once I upload that file, it automatically puts the link in. Okay, so I should have been here to watch this, but basically when I uploaded that file, once I clicked upload, it automatically put in the link, okay? So if I want to go ahead and change this, I just want it to say chapter 1. I can remove the PDF, and notice if it's still linked, the link is still there. So it's your choice. Okay, so that's two different ways. Let me go ahead and delete this link. Or we can go ahead and use our Google Drive link, and so that was going to go ahead and be our link right there. Okay, so we can insert link the same way. Okay, in this case, I'm going to go ahead and use the file since I went to all that trouble. If I have the cursor inside the text for the lesson, I can just click that file over there that I want to insert. Okay, bigger links can be better. Open chapter 1 of the textbooks, complete all even problems in chapter 1. Okay, what to turn in for your grade. Take a photo on separate sheets of paper. Okay, take a photo and upload to this assignment of your. Okay, so there we have it. There's our lesson. Okay, so we've uploaded the textbook. We've given instructions on what the student should do. Okay, I'm not saying this is the greatest lesson ever. I'm saying this is a fast demonstration of Canvas. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. There's our text for our lesson. We definitely want to put it in an assignment group. Okay, so if there's no group name, usually I make this match the module name. Okay, points are fine. The submission type, we want to do it online, and we want to do a file upload. Okay, it's your choice. Website URL works just as well. You know, if you want to have them post it to Google Drive, but we're doing it as simple as possible. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and click, and then we're not doing to do any due dates or anything like that. Basically, we'll control that with publishing, and then we'll put it on our homepage. So let's go ahead and click Save. All right, let's go back to modules. Okay, so there's our assignment. Okay, so there's our assignment. I've gone ahead, I've clicked this green button, which publishes it. You'll notice that when I publish a module, all the assignments in the module also are published. I'm going to go ahead and copy this link directly, so just copy it. I'm going to go to my home page to put it on as a due date. Okay, and this is just how I organize it, you know, so this might not work for you, but I think putting the due dates on really helps students. So if this was due on 9/30. Okay. All right, so for our part, that assignment is done. So let's go take a look at what a student would actually do. Okay, so let's say that we've made our course, we've made our first assignment. Now we're going to go ahead and disseminate this to students. So we would need to give them that link that we made. So let's go ahead and click Settings. And let's go back to Course Detail and scroll down. So remember, we checked that Let Student Self-Enroll. So we're going to assume that the student has already made an account. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and switch browsers, and this is my student on the other browser. Okay, so this student has already made an account. Notice that you really have to impress upon them that they have to be on the correct Canvas installation. There are lots of different Canvases. There's one for every school district. There's one for every community college. So make sure that they're on the right one. This one that we're using is canvas.instructure.com. It's the free for teachers one. Okay, so the student is already logged into their account on the Canvas installation. Okay, you've sent them the link. They're going to open up another tab, paste in the link. So notice it's canvas.instructure.com. That part of the URL will be different. Then enroll, and then the code. Okay, they go ahead and hit enter. And notice that they get it to a link and click Enroll in Course. Okay, so there they've enrolled in the course. They can go to their dashboard. And we're going to go ahead and okay, so basically I made a mistake, so let me just show you my mistake. So I was confused because when I enrolled in the course, this is my student that we're looking at here. So I enrolled in the course, but the course didn't show up, and let me show you why. So basically what happened is that I got the link correct, but notice that when I go to, whoops. So I got the link correct, but notice that my course is still unpublished. So let's go ahead and publish the actual course here. So we're on the home screen, and we're going to go ahead and click Publish. Okay, and then we're going to go back to the student, and let's reload the student's dashboard. And once the course is actually published, it will then appear. Okay, so here we have it. The student is now in the course. All right. So they would go, the computer would be easier. They can do it on the phone as well, and which I'll show you in a second. So they would go to their course, right, their modules. They would see the home page here. They'd click on assignment, the assignment that you've done, you know, or they would go to the modules screen, and they would see the course there page, and they would click on chapter 1 of the textbook, right? They can either save or open it. We're going to go ahead and save it. Okay, then they can view the file. Okay, they would view the file and then complete the assignment. Okay, when they're done with the assignment, it's time to turn in their work. Okay, so now the easiest way to do that is not using the computer. Okay, they can use the computer, and I'll show you how to do that, but the easiest way is to use the app. Okay, so let's take a look at the app. Actually, you know what, let's take a look at the computer first, and then we'll take a look at the app. Okay, so basically to turn something in that's a photo on the app, the easiest way to do it is Webcam Toy. Don't search webcam. So Webcam Toy, though, is a perfectly safe site. Okay, so let's go ahead and Webcam Toy. Okay, the photos are not great. There we go. The student needs to remember to turn off mirror. Okay, and then we just go ahead and click save on the computer, save the file. And then here, what we're going to do is we're just going to drag it right over from our downloads. So there's the downloads list. We can just drag it right here onto the browse button and then submit assignment. Okay, that's the easiest way to turn it in. All right, if they don't have a computer, easy enough, right? And so we could even do this, that we could pass out paper at the very beginning. And then if they don't have a computer, the phone is the next easiest way. Okay, so let's take a look at that. So this is the Canvas app. Basically, it's available in the App Store for all, iOS, so for iPhones as well as Android. Okay, when the student opens up the app, this is what they see. They need to go ahead and click Find My School. The easiest way to do that is just to type in. Now they can do the school district, like for example. Okay, they can do the school district, which will basically just take you to a URL, right? So you see that's the name of the school district.instructure.com. If in our case, we're using the free for teacher version. Okay, so we're going to just type in this right here, canvas.instructure.com, right into the app. Okay, so find my school. They type in canvas.instructure.com. Okay, and then they just log in. Okay, once they've logged in, they're going to see their classes just like they did before. Okay, so let's say we have Calc 1 right here. We can just go ahead and open it. We can open the modules, right? Okay, we can open section 1. It's pretty easy, right? So we go to the instructions here. Let's say they just had a phone. They could open chapter 1 of the textbook. Okay, I'm not saying this is the best way to read this, but it is a way to read it, right? So, okay, so there it is on their phone. And then we're going to go ahead. We can also submit the assignment from here. Okay, so let's say we submit assignment. We're going to say, click camera. My camera is going to be really wonky because I'm doing it on an emulator on the computer. Whoop. There we go. Okay. Obviously, their photo would be better. They can take multiple photos and then submit them. Okay, they upload the submission, right? Okay, and it says successfully submitted. Okay, so now the student has successfully submitted it, right? Submitted the assignment. If we reload the page, we can see it right here. So now it's time to grade, right? Okay, so let's go back to our teacher interface and let's just go ahead and grade it. All right, so now you'll notice that that you can see the numbers of people that have submitted. Okay, you can do two things here. You can download all of the submissions, which can sometimes be very helpful. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. We can click download submission. Okay, now these are going to be downloaded as a zip file. So if we go right click and show in folder, and then we right click on the zip file and extract all. Okay, we're going to extract it. We have to unzip it, right, into a folder. Okay, so there is our folder right here. You can double click that, and then you'll see that all the assignments will be in here. Notice that it's prepended. The file name is prepended with the student's name, which is pretty convenient. Okay, the fastest way to grade though is in SpeedGrader. So go to SpeedGrader. Based upon the name, you probably could have guessed that. Okay, so here it is in SpeedGrader. If you know your restricted things that are easy to, so that's pretty clear there. I can see every number on that paper. I can see. Okay, so basically then in here you can give a grade. Now notice that I didn't put any points in for this assignment, but let's say it was 100%. I can add a comment. Okay, and there we have it. Okay, so that's grading. The other place, then another thing that you can do is to basically, remember we said we could add sections and then assign each person into a section in the people area. So let's say that we did that, we would be able to view only students. See this list right here, we can limit that list to a single period. So if we're grading like that. Okay, the other thing that we can do is we can go to grades, and grades is more of a like an entire grade book, right? So if you want to just, say you're just grading on, whether somebody turned something in or not, you can see those here. A good way to view the grade book is to arrange by, once we're in here, arrange by modules first to last. And then we can also go in and we can say filters and uncheck unpublished assignments. So it can kind of get littered with unpublished assignments. And then these are all editable. So if we click in, we can change the grade to say a 90. Okay. We can also go in and look at that detail for the particular assignment. So, and leave comments. Okay, so that is the basics of, those are the basics of Canvas as fast as possible. Best of luck with getting started with teaching online.